cabbage soup diet, grapefruit diet, Weight Watchers, the Mayo Clinic diet. You name it, I've tried it. Does that sound familiar to you? Then you want to stick around, because I'm going to talk today about why diets can actually make you fat. That's right. So stick around. I'm Alicia Murphy, just in case I've never met you, and I'm the founder of Stress Monkey. And I want to talk today about why diets don't work, and why the irony of it all is that they actually make you gain fat. Okay, so if you are at the point where you're like, listen, I'm doing everything right, I'm following the rules of this diet, and I'm just not getting results anymore. I did back in my 20s. Okay, here's the thing. Yeah, a lot of those crazy, insane diets, they worked in the short term, right? And then you just end up gaining it all back. And then by the time you start to be in your 30s, especially your 40s, you have done damage and caused by these diets that are now making it nearly impossible for you to get results the way that you did back in your 20s. So I want to just say really quickly, calories in versus calories out. That's what we hear all the time. It just ain't that simple anymore, sweetheart. I gotta tell you, unfortunately. So yes, of course, calories play a role, but it's not as simple as the calories you put in your body versus the calories you expend. That's not how it goes anymore. So here's what's happening. When you have calorie deprivation long term, meaning you are, depriving your body of calories for a long time, or you've done all these crazy diets for so many years, here's what can happen. First of all, it's gonna downregulate your metabolism. What does that mean? Your metabolism has slowed down permanently, right? Also, ladies, it downregulates your fertility, okay? So we don't want that. And here's the thing, even if you don't want to have kids, or you're done having kids, that's still, fertility is tied into your health of your body, okay? So you don't want that. Another thing that happens when you are depriving your body of calories for too long, it decreases your thyroid hormone. And thyroid is associated with burning fat, right? Also, it increases your cortisol. Cortisol is usually known as the stress hormone, right? So like when you go into fight or flight, your cortisol goes up, which, shouldn't be afraid of cortisol. However, when you're getting that constant chronic cortisol hit, what happens is your body stops burning fat, right? Your body thinks you're in fight or flight when your cortisol goes up. So it's gonna say, oops, shut down everything else so that we can run or fight. So hopefully that makes sense, that it's slowing down your metabolism. Your body's not burning fat when you have that constant cortisol hit, okay? Finally, the last thing I want to talk about here is when you're constantly depriving yourself of calories, two hormones get messed up: ghrelin and leptin. Now, leptin is the hormone that tells your brain, you're full, stop eating, you're done-ski. So it's really hard to tell when you are full, when you're done eating. Ghrelin is the hormone that tells your body that you're hungry. So you're just like, when your ghrelin is off, you're just feeling this constant hunger all the time. And I like to remember that ghrelin is the hormone that makes you feel hungry, because it kind of sounds like gremlins, so like, okay, anyways. The last thing I want to say here is the mindset part of being on a diet all the time. Because you're basically telling yourself that you can't have certain things. That deprivation mindset, your subconscious, it actually makes you want more, right? So you're going to be constantly fighting the urge because you're craving, because you're telling yourself you can't have that. Or, you feel deprived, so you're eating way too much food. And guess what? You can overeat vegetables, guys. When you're eating these huge portions, that's not healthy. That's not what we want to do, okay? So even if you're like, yeah, I'm stuffing myself like a pig, but it's all carrots, that's still, we got to get away from that feeling of stuffing ourselves to help ourselves feel better about this diet that we're on. Okay, so I hope this has made sense. And what I'm gonna do is, so if you're like, hey, well, so what do I do instead? That's what I wanna get to. There's some few things that you can do, but there's two really simple things that you can do that will really shift and will actually get you results, and you're not counting calories and you're not starving yourself. So what I've done is I've made this little handy dandy cheat sheet. So you are going to download this cheat sheet, and it's going to give you just 2 pointers to start with that will shift you out of this rat race diet thing that we have going on, right? Because we've done so much damage over the years. And it's going to help you to retrain your body, retrain your metabolism, reset your hormones so that you can actually get some results, okay? Remember, diets make you fat. We don't like them. All right, so drop me a comment. Let me know what you think, and I will see you next time. Okay, peace.